A few years ago, I noticed something strange. The people who looked rich around me, flashy cars, luxury clothes, expensive dinners, were always stressed about money. But the ones who never talked about money, never showed off, never tried to impress anyone, somehow kept getting freer every year. No noise, no flex, no announcement, just quiet progress. That contradiction stayed with me. Real wealth grows in silence, while fake wealth screams for attention. And if you're chasing applause, likes, or validation, you might be unknowingly delaying your own freedom. So here's the real question this video is built around. What if you stopped trying to look rich and started moving rich? What if the smartest financial moves were the ones nobody could see? And what if 5 quiet decisions today could completely change your next 10 years? By the end of this video, you won't feel motivated. You'll feel clear about what to stop doing, what to protect, and how to quietly step into a version of life where money works for you, not your image. If you're serious about building wealth and breaking free from money problems, hit that subscribe button. We've got powerful content lined up to fuel your journey. Move 1. Build income that doesn't match your identity. Here's something uncomfortable but powerful. Most people don't manage money. They manage how they want to be perceived. Their income slowly becomes their identity. A promotion means a bigger house. A raise means a better car. A good month means public upgrades. The problem isn't spending. The problem is letting income dictate personality. Quiet wealth begins when your earnings and your lifestyle stop growing together. There's a lesser-known psychological effect called identity inflation. As income increases, people subconsciously feel pressure to look more successful, even if no one directly asks them to. That pressure silently converts raises into liabilities. Here's the part that rarely gets discussed. When your lifestyle becomes predictable based on your income, you lose financial flexibility. People around you expect certain things: dinners, gifts, trips, standards. And even if they never say it out loud, the expectations become expensive. What silently wealthy individuals do differently is subtle. They let income rise quietly while their identity stays boring. Same phone, same routines, same social circle behavior. This creates something incredibly rare: margin. Margin is the invisible space where wealth compounds. It's the gap between what you could spend and what you choose not to. Many people ask, isn't that limiting life? The honest answer, only in the short term. Because while others lock themselves into fixed expenses that grow with ego, quiet builders buy optionality, the ability to say no, pivot careers, invest aggressively, or disappear from stress entirely. A powerful question to sit with is this: if your income doubled tomorrow, would your life need to look different for it to feel valid? If the answer is yes, you're working for perception. If the answer is no, you're building wealth. There's a strange pattern in money behavior that almost no one notices until it's too late. The more visible your financial life becomes, the more expensive it gets. Visibility invites opinions. Opinions invite comparison. Comparison invites unconscious competition. And competition is one of the fastest ways to destroy long-term wealth. Behavioral finance research shows that people spend significantly more when their purchases are socially observable. Not because they need more, but because they want alignment with perceived status. This is why some people feel broke even after a $20,000 raise. They didn't lose money, they lost privacy. Quiet wealth treats privacy like an appreciating asset, not secrecy in a dramatic way, just selective silence. No discussing numbers, no explaining decisions, no justifying restraint. When nobody knows what you make, nobody can tell you what you should afford. That freedom is priceless. Most people make the mistake of oversharing progress too early. They announce goals before habits are formed. They show results before systems are stable. And once expectations are created, backing down feels like failure. The quietly wealthy do the opposite. They delay celebration. They let time do the explaining. There's a calm confidence that comes from knowing you don't need validation. And that emotional calm directly impacts financial decisions. You take fewer risky bets for attention. You avoid unnecessary upgrades. You invest with patience instead of pressure. Ask yourself this honestly. How many financial decisions in your life were influenced by who might see them? When privacy increases, discipline strengthens. And here's the hidden benefit most never anticipate. When things go wrong, markets drop, income fluctuates, plans change. Nobody panics around you. No one pressures you. No one judges. Silence becomes stability. And stability is the environment where the next move becomes possible. The move that turns money into something far more powerful than income. People chase cash because it feels powerful in the moment. But here's the quiet truth that flips everything. Cash flow that isn't converted into ownership slowly owns you. Every paycheck that only funds lifestyle inflation is like water slipping through your fingers, and once you see that, you can't unsee it. The uncomfortable part is this. People work for years, earn decent money, yet end up with nothing that produces dividend income, equity growth, or capital appreciation. That mistake shows up later as anxiety, dependence on a job, and fear of market volatility. Morgan Housel wrote in The Psychology of Money that wealth is what you don't see. And this is exactly where people go wrong. They chase visible spending instead of invisible assets. One friend of mine earned more than $90,000 a year but had zero ownership beyond his car. Another earned less but quietly built ETFs, index funds, and dividend-paying stocks. 10 years later, one still works for a paycheck, the other lives off optional income. Same effort, radically different outcomes. The shift happens when you treat excess cash like a recruiter whose only job is to hire assets for you. People mess this up by waiting for big money before investing, parking savings in low-yield accounts, or trying to time the stock market like a casino. The effect is brutal. Lost compounding, missed bull markets, and a portfolio that never matures. The fix is boring but lethal in its power. Automate ownership. Root surplus income straight into a diversified stock portfolio, ETFs, REITs, or even a small business equity stake before lifestyle can touch it. James Clear hinted at this idea in Atomic Habits when he said you don't rise to goals, you fall to systems, and ownership is a system. If your income doesn't secretly turn into assets that work while you sleep, you're running fast on a treadmill. Convert cash flow into quiet ownership, and one day freedom will show up without announcing itself. Move 4. Design a boring financial life on purpose. This might sound counterintuitive, but boring is one of the most underrated wealth strategies in existence. Not boring emotionally, boring structurally. Quiet wealth removes drama from money. Many people unknowingly treat finances like entertainment. They react to news. They jump strategies. They overtrade. They constantly optimize without consistency. This creates motion without progress. The silently wealthy design systems that reduce decisions. Automatic investing, predictable expenses, low-maintenance assets, simple rules they rarely break. Why does this work so well? Because decision fatigue is expensive. Every financial choice carries emotional weight, and when emotions stack up, discipline collapses. A boring system protects you from your worst impulses, fear during downturns, greed during hype cycles, and impatience during slow years. Most people don't fail because of lack of knowledge. They fail because they keep interfering. Quiet wealth accepts something deeply uncomfortable. You are not as rational as you think. So instead of relying on willpower, boring systems do the work. There's a calm rhythm to this approach. Money goes where it's supposed to go. Investments grow without monitoring. Life remains stable even when markets aren't. Ask yourself this. If you disappeared for 6 months, would your finances still work? If the answer is no, your system depends too much on mood. The surprising transformation here is psychological. When money becomes boring, anxiety fades. When anxiety fades, patience grows. When patience grows, wealth accelerates. And that leads to the final move, the one that locks everything in and separates quiet wealth from temporary success. Move 5. Measure success in freedom, not lifestyle. Here's the final shift that changes everything. Most people use lifestyle as proof of success. Quietly, wealthy people use freedom. Freedom to say no, freedom to wait, freedom to walk away, freedom to redesign life without asking permission. This shift rewires priorities. Instead of asking, "What can I afford?" they ask, "What does this cost me in future flexibility?" That single question filters out most bad decisions. Luxury isn't banned, it's delayed. Enjoyment isn't eliminated, it's intentional. The mistake many make is assuming wealth exists to maximize comfort. In reality, wealth exists to maximize control over time, time with family, time for health, time to think, time to choose work that aligns with values. When success is measured internally instead of socially, spending naturally aligns with purpose. There's no urge to prove anything, no fear of missing out, no pressure to keep up. And the irony is this: once you no longer need to look rich, you're closer than ever to actually being rich. The final question to leave with is simple but powerful. If nobody could see your life, would your financial decisions change? If yes, that's your signal. Because the richest life is often built quietly, patiently, and far from the spotlight. Getting rich without anyone noticing isn't about hiding. It's about aligning money with long-term freedom instead of short-term validation. In every video, I try to discuss and address the factors that surely improve the chances of your success. If you like this also, subscribe the channel, like and share the wealthy knowledge to your loved ones. If you're curious about how rich people spend differently, that's exactly what I cover in the next video. See you there.